Welcome to your weekly Open the Door to Tai Chi lesson. In our library of lessons, we have videos of really improving individual movements, focusing on just snake creeps, pheasant stands, or just brush knee and apart the wild horse's mane. And of course, improving those individual movements requires thinking about the principles. We're going to do something a little different now. We're going to do the first segment of your 24 form, and we're going to think about each principle in turn as we repeat that segment. And then at the end, we're going to go through the entire 24 form. And it'll be interesting to see how you feel after practicing this first segment over and over and over again. So we're going to go from preparation through repulse the monkey. So I do want you to take a nice deep breath in, but we're not going to do the opening right now. We're just going to go from preparation. So your feet should be comfortably about shoulder width apart. Preparation. And this first time through, I want you to think of your columns, keeping your shoulders and your hips in harmony as you part the wild horse's mane. Think about not reaching too far forward. Are your shoulders tracking with your hips? Are you in a good posture as if you're suspended from the crown of your head? White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Again, think about not overreaching, especially with this top hand. Brush knee. One more brush knee. Stepping up, play the guitar. Repulse the monkey. It's especially important with your columns, your shoulders in harmony with your hips. As you step backwards, don't let those shoulders lean back. Good. Now come back into preparation. And while it's tempting to start adding on, I want you to just focus on rotation now. Take a nice deep breath in. Your first rotation is very obvious because you have to change directions. But now utilizing that rotation to let those arms just kind of float. Let your arms relax. Part the wild horse's mane. Stepping up. White crane spreads its wings. Using your rotation to gather that ball to get you started with brush knee. Brush knee. One more brush knee. Stepping up, play the guitar. Repulse the monkey. Your rotation is your power in this motion. It also allows your arms to relax. Good. Now from preparation, I want you to think about moving from the dantian, letting the dantian be the leader. Turning, let that dantian lead into your first part the wild horse's mane. Focus on your belly button. Part the wild horse's mane. Part the wild horse's mane. Stepping up. White crane spreads its wings. Dantian leads this rotation. Brush knee. Brush knee. One more brush knee. Stepping up, play the guitar. Repulse the monkey. Let your mind really focus on the central part of your body. That's your powerhouse. Your dantian should lead through this motion. Good. Now, preparation, I want you to think of clearly distinguishing between substantial and insubstantial. Part the wild horse's mane. You're going to rock back. Now all the weight comes onto that left, and you choose to step down, part the wild horse's mane. Feel that substantial and insubstantial change. Part the wild horse's mane. Good. Then step up. White crane spreads its wings. Your left should be insubstantial. Brush knee. Brush knee. One more brush knee. Stepping up, play the guitar. Your left is insubstantial again because it's the one that steps back first. Now that right becomes insubstantial. Good. And preparation. Now I want you to be thinking about being rooted and grounded. Lowering that center of gravity just a little bit and thinking about your stances, making sure that they are solid, not too narrow. One more. Stepping up, white crane spreads its wings. Now, being rooted and grounded also talks about the intent and purpose, understanding why you're doing what you're doing. So think about this move, brush knee, blocking something low, hitting something higher. You're stable, you're balanced against your opponent, you're rooted and grounded. Step up, play the guitar. Now think about the purpose of your repulse the monkey. Pushing your opponent away, you're stepping back away from your opponent. Good, then preparation. This time we're going to combine two of the principles. We're going to talk about energy flow and continuous movement. You're gathering the energy here, then you're releasing it in your part the wild horse's mane. Think about what you're doing with that energy. Gathering and releasing. Yes, you're holding a ball here, but you're really thinking about that energy flow. As you step up, you're holding that ball for white crane spreads its wings. That motion doesn't stop. And thinking about energy flowing freely throughout all of your body, that helps with that continuous motion. Brush knee. Brush knee. Stepping up, play the guitar. Now think about this big ball of energy that you're compressing as you push it against your opponent. That energy is flowing and you're utilizing it against your opponent. Now, the last one I want you to think about is breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember, your breathing is uniform exhalation and inhalation. It's long and slow and deep. Breathing in as you gather that energy. Breathing out as you release it. Breathing in and breathing out. Think about 360 breathing all through your chest and brush knee. You're going all the way up and down, deep breathing. Slow and uniform, calm. Stepping up, play the guitar. Repulse the monkey. Good. We're going to go through this first section one more time. And now is when I want you to think about combining those principles. Gathering that energy, breathing in, rotating, using that power of rotation. Being as balanced as you can, really distinguishing between your substantial and insubstantial. Letting the dantian lead this motion and being rooted and grounded against your opponent. Brush knee. You're not overreaching, keeping those shoulders in harmony with your hips. Letting rotating from the dantian help you relax and let the energy flow. Repulse the monkey. And good. Now I want you to stand, feel your feet, take a nice deep breath in, breathe it out, sinking down, and open. Preparation. While you do this whole form now, I want you to think about that unification of all of those principles throughout the entire form. Part the wild horse's mane. Part the wild horse's mane. Part the wild horse's mane. Stepping up, white crane spreads its wings. Let the dantian lead. Brush knee. Let your body open up. Let the energy flow. Brush knee. One more brush knee. Play the guitar. Using that rotation. Repulse the monkey. Keeping your shoulders in harmony with your hips. Holding that ball to the right. Stepping out, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Bringing the weight over to the right, back to the left, and ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Bringing the weight over to the left, back to the right, forming a bird's beak, and settling into your single whip. Wave hands like clouds. Single whip. High pat on horse. Kick, smash, and box the ears. Turning, kicking left. Snake creeps. Pheasant stands. Snake creeps. Pheasant stands. Fair lady works the shuttle. Fair lady works the shuttle. Pick the needle up from the sea bottom. Fan through the back. Deflect, intercept, and punch. Pushing chi. Return the tiger to the mountain and close. So practicing just the first part of that form with all of the principles, didn't that help with the rest of the form? Help you think about those principles as you were doing the rest of the form? I hope it did. That's the whole purpose of breaking the form apart, is to practice in different sections to really get those principles into your head and into your body, into how your body expresses those principles. It's much like practicing on the piano. You don't have to do the entire piece every single time. You can practice on a few bars at a time and get those better. And then when you put it together with the rest of the piece, the whole piece sounds better. So practice that way this week. And then next week we'll take the middle section and then we'll end up with the end. So we're splitting the 24 form into 3 pieces. Enjoy your practice this week.